Hey guys, it's your friendly neighborhood CounterKun here, and I just wanted to say sorry about my microphone quality. I just now realized there is a odd hissing sound, and plus, you know, my S's and P's and B's and other letters that involve a lot of poofing cause poofing on my mic. I will be getting a new mic on my next paycheck. I am now making that a priority #1. Because, yeah, this is starting to get annoying on my half as well. Because I have to record this, and I have to keep hearing those poofings and other shit. But anyway, into the game. One-sama. Shit, stupid poofing. I wasn't, you're wrong. Soup. The soup's still cooking. God damn it. Fucking poof. Sorry guys, I'm really terribly sorry. The young girl scrambles to her feet and dashes out of the room at full speed, her tail comically hanging between her legs as she did. I turned to Mako with a faint blush on my face, averting my eyes so she could pull the sheet back around herself. I see you're finally awake. Oh, wrong voice. I see you're finally awake, Machiko-san? I think it's Machiko. Yeah, it's gotta be. With you two making such a fuss about Chudo and soup, how could I possibly hope to get any sleep? I'm glad to see you're well, Taka-kun. Forgive me for taking such measures, but I feared that I wasn't getting warm. That I wasn't getting warm fast enough, and did what I thought was necessary. At least it was more enjoyable sleep than you would have had in a cell. I doubt the Desiro Tusundir? I don't even know what that can you guys help me out? Like, give me a pronunciation of this word. Oop. Tyrant was it? I doubt she would have given you the same service. Let's just say the hospitality was much appreciated. I'm glad to hear that. If you'd like to change, there's a screen over there. I promise I won't look, of course. I guess one of us has to do it. Oh, it's panning. I thought, why is my screen jerking? But never mind. I watch Machiko close her eyes, hiding her face in her hands, as if to reassure me that, God damn it, I can't take it anymore. This music, man, it gets to me every time. I was holding a laugh in this entire time. Okay, serious mode. As if to reassure me that she wouldn't peek. Sorry, yawning. Taking my chance, I climb out from under the covers and make my way towards the wooden screen. Once I reach it, I quickly begin changing. If you could be so kind to do... voice crack. If you could be so kind to do me a favor, Taka-kun, my robe would be upon the dresser behind you. Could you pass them to me, please? It would speed matters up greatly. Sure, give me a sec. After I look around for a moment, I found the robes neatly folded up on the dresser. My heart skips a beat, and I took hold of them before turning towards the screen and hand them over. Say, Makiko-san, how come you two walk around stealing other people's underwear? I mean, you don't look like bad people to me. Well, it's complicated. Mako was researching a spell she had wanted to perform, and that would allow us easier access to certain things we needed. One of the ingredients was a maiden's soul. Isn't that like something for marriage, not underwear? I swear that's something for marriage. Yeah, it is something for marriage. I don't know exactly what it is used for, but I know it's something for marriage. The only silk I could think of was, well, you already know the answer. By maiden silk, you mean... I guess I understand why you would think of that, but isn't maiden silk another term for a wedding sash? There you go, it's a sash. It is, in my world, at least. As I said this, the girl appeared from the other side of the screen. I never realized. What's... I can't do her voice. What's that, One-sama? A maiden silk. It's a wedding sash. All of our work was for naught. Oh, well, at least a wedding sash will be easier to get. I'll just have to marry Takaku. Okay. He said that. What? A few minutes later. And here comes the triple dot dot dot. Hey, we're in the kitchen. So I guess, soup. Yeah, my conversation about soup. Speaking of soup, I had chicken noodle soup for supper tonight. It was delicious. After that incident, we relocated to the kitchen. The smell of food filled the air. Despite the younger girl's easygoing attitude, always humming some cheerful melody, I found my cheeks still burning from embarrassment to think that a girl would say such a thing. I quickly shook my head to clear the thought from my mind and turned towards the elder sister. The soup is delicious. Is Maiko-chan usually the one doing the cooking around here? Yay, I'm glad you like it, Takahiro. I usually don't cook, so I made a few lucky guesses. Lucky guesses. She puts it that way. It is rather delicious, Maiko-chan. Perhaps you could do more cooking from now on. It would allow me more time to lounge around. Wow. That is coming from a Katsune, can't judge. Well, it's the first step to getting your wedding sash is to become a good housewife, and that includes cooking. I added this with a bit of amusement, following Machiko's comment. I can't pronounce their fucking names. Took another sip of the soup. Oh, it's not like noodle soup? It's like just broth? Maybe it's like a chicken or a potato soup, because that stuff you sip. I'm getting off tangent again. I took another sip of the soup. A few lucky guesses. This dish turned out pretty well. That's true. I'll learn how to cook, how to clean and cook for you, but I don't know what else, but it'll be fun learning. Mako, you should stop that. You know very well that it would be pointless for you to marry him. When the villagers know how to craft wedding sashes, and we both know this will not happen. That's not necessarily true, Machiko. It's only because... Oh, wrong voice. It's only because... Okay, gotta pause for a moment. Get my head on straight. Okay, gotta read. It only becomes ever more evident that you are not of this world, Takakun. The villagers do not tolerate our existence. They despise us. We can never ask such favor of them. All we have to do is find some way to make the villagers accept you. But I guess I'll need to learn more about the village itself before we can do that. The pale-haired woman shook her head slowly, her ears flattening against her head as she did. She must be either sad or angry, because canines usually only do that when they're sad or angry. Or scared. It's not that simple. They would never trust us. Voice cracks. Humans and fox spirits have never been able to get along. I am honestly surprised that you have been able to tolerate us for so long. I would be happy to be proven wrong, and you are free to stay here as long as you wish, until, of course, you grow too weary of our ways and decide to leave. Oni-sama, please don't say things like that. Takahiro wouldn't do that. Would you, Takahiro? Of course not. There you go. There you go. Never leave the woman. Rule 1 of getting a woman, never leave them behind. Well, actually, probably rule whatever. I don't care. Rules of getting women's. Never leave them behind. Never leave them hanging. Always get right up in there. Of course not. I wouldn't abandon someone just because they're different species. True, true. You should never judge someone by their appearances, or skin color, or... I just noticed she is a lot whiter than her. They can't be sisters. I mean, look at that. She is as pale as a ghost, and she is, like, tan. Maybe it's just she's out in the sun more? Whatever. Getting off tangent again. That's not the Gushiken Takahiro. That's not what Gushiken Takahiro does. Thing. What? That's not the... Oh, okay. That's not the way Gushiken Takahiro does things. I read that completely wrong. However, I do remember the village elder telling me that it wasn't just the fox spirits. It sounded like humans and spirits everywhere have been on bad terms for a long time. Do you know why, Machiko-chan? Oh, excuse me. That was weird. I do not recall. Much information is... Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, guys. I'm, like, out of it. It's, like, just been a long day playing Destiny. I do not recall. Much information is withheld even from someone such as myself. Most spirits keep to themselves these days, and there are few exceptions. Tsuro being one of them. Powerful spirits... Hey, I actually read that. Powerful spirits come and go as they please, but they tend to remain in their world. Fox spirits, however, have no other place to go. We are stuck in the human world, for better or for worse. Huh? Huh? I didn't realize it was like that. I guess I'm finally learning stuff. Well, this Tsuro character lives in the shrine, right? We should try asking her for some ideas. No. We do not need to go see her. Absolutely not. I do not want to see her. She doesn't want to. Okay, so I'm guessing this Tsuro, I'm guessing it's that chick with the horns. So, Katsune are very seductive. So, either she doesn't like Tsuro, or Tsuro beats out of her seduction with better seduction. That's my knowledge on spirits and stuff, because Katsune spirits are very seductive. They usually get their ways unless they're counteracted by a stronger spirit or a strong-willed human, such as myself. I have bested someone who considered themselves a Katsune. I bested him twice. I was somewhat taken back by Machiko's suddenly childish way of speaking. It reminded me of the times I had been told to go visit the doctor when I was young, complaining and throwing tantrums along the way. But isn't she the only one that can help us? I refuse to go. Tsuro is a fiend, and I dislike the idea of spending even a second in our presence. Okay, again, either she doesn't like her, or she's just way more seductive. It can't be that bad, can she? She can't be that bad, can she? Besides, if anything happens, I'll protect you. Fine. If it really means that much to you, I will attempt to lead you to the shrine again. But you will enter the grounds alone. I don't want to go anywhere near that place. You will be on your own, Takakun. Can I come, Oni-san? Absolutely not. I forbid it. You are to follow under any circumstances, Mako. Fine, I'll stay here, just like you said. I'll be here in the mansion. I do not believe that for a second. All alone, unprotected, all by myself. Who knows what might happen to me? I could get trapped under a bookcase and die. Or slip on a banana peel and die. Okay. Or die of boredom. So I'd be super duper bored sitting here all alone in the same place, day in, day out. Fine, I get it. You can come along, but you must be on your best behavior, little one. No running around and no talking unless spoken to. Okay. Ha! Little sister charm. My sister used to be able to get away with that. Now I just tell her to quit being selfish and shut up. I have a horrible brother, but I don't care. Despite Mako's cheerfulness, I couldn't help but wonder what happened between Machiko and Tessiro for her to react so strongly. I decided that maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to spend some time with the two sisters to get to know them better. Well, I do have 2 weeks until I need to get back to my own world, so there's really no need to rush. How about we do something else instead? I'm sure Mako wouldn't mind the distraction. Machiko? Well, the longer I get to stay away from that place, the better. How about bringing Mako along to go fetch some dessert for us? There are oranges and apples in a small vineyard behind the mansion. I could whip up some cream and to go with it, if you would like. Sure, that sounds easy enough. Let us get some delicious fruit, Mako-chan. All right. I have a bad feeling about this. As Mako leads me towards the garden of the impressive mansion, she seems a little quiet, as though she's had something on her mind. I want to ask her about it, but... Oh! Nope! Oh shit, I hit the wrong thing. Huh? What do you know what I hit? I wanted to ask her about it, but something about the way her ears sagged and her tail hung low told me that it was probably wasn't the best idea. I decided I would simply try to cheer her up. So, which do you prefer, Machiko? Apples, grapes, or oranges? We could gather all three, but I bet we could grab a few ourselves first. Apples, I guess. I knew a fox spirit once, a friend of One-sama, who loved apples. I can't remember her name, though. I guess my head's a bit hollow. Alright then. Apples are awesome. Crunchy on the outside, sweet on the inside. That is a good point. They're amazing fruits, though I prefer oranges. And your head isn't swollen, silly. Isn't hollow, silly. If that was true, I think I'd still be stuck in that jail cell. One-sama did most of the thinking, though. I just sort of went along with what she said. Someone's at my house. Well, someone has to take lead. Besides, I'm still grateful for your help, all the same. How about it? How about I playfully flick Mako's forehead with a grin. See, it doesn't sound hollow at all. I'm sure there's plenty of clever thoughts in that pretty little head of yours. Owie! Meanie! Now you know I'm right, at least. Anyway, let's get those apples, shall we? Okay, I'll get them. I'll get them. You go grab a basket over there. Alright. Let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Oh, shit. Read the sentence. Feeling hyped, I went to grab the basket stacked nearby and returned to Mako, who was starting to climb one of the trees. The girl looked accustomed. I need a pause. I'm not my sister. Okay, where did I leave off? Starting to climb the tree. Okay. The girl looked accustomed to climbing, but her small hands had me a bit worried. Hanging from the branch with just her legs, she checked to see if the apples were ripe. Mako-chan. Be careful, you might slip. Ow. The girl had thrown an apple at me, while my reflexes let me catch it with ease. For the force behind it, it still stung my palm a little. Of course, I did exaggerate a bit for the girl. Ha! I'll be fine, Taka-kun. I've been climbing these all my life. Even the most experienced climbers end up running into trouble if they aren't careful. I smile weakly at the girl's excited attitude, placing the apple I caught into the basket. You don't know what you're talking. Oh fuck. I'm getting tired. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm a fox spirit. I won't fall. I'm super careful. Watch, I'll grab the apple from near the top. Wait, Mako-chan, unless you can fly, I don't think you should go up for those. Fly? I can't do that, silly Taka-kun. Who's ever heard of a flying fox spirit? Ooh, that's what I expected for... She fell. She fell. Oh, okay. As I expected, the moment Mako tried to reach one of those apples near the top, the tree, the girl ended up losing her footing and tumbling all the way down towards the bottom with a loud cry. Mako! My reflexive can't read. My reflexes quickly kicked themselves into gear, trying to catch the girl before she hit the ground. Unfortunately, I didn't notice the apples scattered about the tree, and as a result, ended up tripping over them. I managed another few steps, and I was able to catch Mako before she dropped to the ground. My head was throbbing. I fell over. Where'd the music go? My head was throbbing, and I had recovered from the fall. I tried to sit up, but I found myself held down by a small but substantial weight. Oh God! Whoa! Okay. Well, you said seductive music ain't there. I guess this is a good stopping point. Yeah, hi. We'll see you guys in the next adventure. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you did. It lets me know if you're enjoying my content, so I can record more. I will see you guys in the next adventure. Goodbye.